Most of my time at the anvil I use either this aluminum ruler or maybe even an aluminum speed square. But I've really liked the hook rule that Black Bear Forge uses. He makes them out of these small framing squares, and he has a video on how he makes these. But I've been wanting to make one myself, and I finally came across a nice cheap framing square with actual notched numbers and graduations. So this was about $5 from Home Depot, and I'm going to go ahead and quickly make a hook rule out of this. And I'm using the same process he does of I'm going to leave it at 1 inch here, and I'm going to cut it to 2 inch here with a 45-degree angle right there. And I did that pretty simply with a little combination square. Marked a 45 and marked a vertical line for the 1 inch. So I'm just going to cut it out with a hacksaw and file it off to clean it up, and that's what I'm going to do today. Okay. So that's just double checking to make sure that those lines are what I want to cut down to. Now once I have that in there, just come along, file down to that line. So if you want to see more about how to use a hook rule, I recommend watching some videos by Black Bear Forge. That's who I learned how to do this from. And just to demonstrate a bit of how it works, it has a hook on it so that you can hook onto something and use that for measuring. Hook onto the end of a bar to see how long it is. You can check the width, or use the end of the hook right here as a width. That's a 1 inch bar. That's a little better. Not the flared in from hot cutting, but that's a 1 inch. You can grab this round bar here and see that that is 3/4 of an inch, and that is 9 and just over 3/4 inches long. Here's a round bar, a 1 inch round bar. You know, you can hook this way, kind of check it. How about this? Well, obviously that's wider, but that looks about right. Where you can hook it on here and kind of check that on the end. There we can see 2 inches as well. So for instance, if you're working here at the anvil, you have a piece that you need to set down over the edge of the anvil. Let's say we need a 1.5 inch set down. So we'll hook it on here. We're going to set down on this side. Hook it on here. That gives us the end. Then we can move it over the edge of the anvil to 1.5 inches. That's right there. Move it off. Set it down. And because this hook rule is nice and narrow, it can fit right in a back pocket. This one, actually, the one he does, Black Bear Forge, he typically puts a hole in the base here for hanging on the wall. This one already had a hook, and it happens to have been retained the way this was cut, so I can hang it on the wall. So on this spot on my wall where I have a nail, this is where I hang my aluminum ruler. I can also hang this one. Or I can take it inside with me, keep it on the workbench, put it in my back pocket, whatever I need to do with it, but there it is.